If you've been trying to make your online business work, but you feel like you're stuck and you're just spinning your wheels, you're not alone. It can be hard to make money if you're making one of the 3 most common mistakes that I see people making. The good news is you can correct those, and in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what those mistakes are and how to overcome them and start seeing some real income in your online business. The first mistake is you're creating content, not a business. Content is incredibly important for your online business. It is the bread and butter. It does the heavy lifting for you. But if you're simply making content and putting it out into the ether with no intent behind the content and no direct call to action, in other words, people just watch the content and they bounce because you haven't told them what to do next, you are wasting your time and your business will not continue to grow and you probably won't make any money. The way to fix this is to build content around a singular call to action. And what I mean is your content should have an aim. Every single piece of content you make should have an aim to get someone to take some kind of action. And in most cases, that should be to get your lead magnet. In other words, you need to get their email address so that you can then serve them at an even deeper level and eventually offer them your stuff. Otherwise, what happens is they come, they watch your content, they might like it, they might not, they bounce, and they never, ever come back. This is what I did for years with my first business, Preaching Donkey. I didn't know how all this stuff worked. I just made content, and I was thrilled to death that people were watching it. And then one day I woke up and I said, why am I not making any money? And the reason why I wasn't making any money is because I wasn't helping people understand how to take their next freaking step with me. They were just watching the videos and going, hey, that was cool. See you next time. And I didn't give them any direct path. So the answer to this is incredibly simple. Build a free, helpful, valuable resource. We call it a lead magnet. That is a logical next step to your content and invite people to download it in every piece of content. It's as simple as saying, hey, if you want to go further with this, download my free guide. You can find it in the description or the link in the bio, or go to xyz.com/xyz. Whatever the case, just give them a next step so that your content has the chance to get leads and turn into sales. Number 2, you don't own the traffic. There are so many people who don't understand that they are completely reliant on algorithms. You can have a massive audience on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, but that is not your audience. That can go away instantaneously. Every single one of your followers on any platform can go away instantaneously, meaning that the platform ceases to exist, they shut down your page, shut down your channel, and it's gone because you don't own it. They are not your leads. And the way to know this is ask yourself, can you take your followers from TikTok, pick them up and move them over and place them in Instagram? No, you can't, because those followers are just on TikTok. They are not yours. You do not own them. The key to this is to turn your platform audience, meaning YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, whatever it is, into an email list. The algorithm gets people's attention. Email converts it. Most people get stuck at that first step. We just want attention. We want to grow an audience. That's called vanity metrics. And in the same way that content that doesn't have a direct call to action doesn't make you any money, a large audience on a social media platform without some way of owning that audience doesn't make you any money. So going back to the example of picking up and moving your followers, with an email list, you do own that list and you can move it. My first email list was over at MailChimp, and I picked it up and I moved it over to ConvertKit. And then eventually I moved everything over to Kajabi. So I picked up that email list and I moved it to Kajabi, and it continues to grow there. And my list over at Preaching Donkey and here at Sebring has been with me through years. When I was trying to grow on Twitter, which is now called X, when I was trying to grow on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, doesn't matter. I have the same list and I funnel everybody into the same list, which then allows me to automate the process of making sales, which is why I've been able to turn a 12,000 subscriber YouTube channel into $25,000 a month. There are people who have 10 times the amount of subscribers that I do who make 1/10 of the money that I make. And the reason why is because they've built a big audience, but they haven't thought through how to own that audience and how to convert that audience into customers. Don't just make content, have a strong call to action. Don't just build an audience, own your audience. And then number three, the third mistake people make is their offers aren't clear or compelling. A vague offer or product, think like online course, coaching package, membership site, a vague offer will always lose. Check out my online course to help you grow. That's not a hook. It's not compelling. It doesn't really capture anybody's emotions. With your offers, you have to be specific and you have to solve urgent problems and use language your audience actually uses. One of the best ways to build an offer that your audience actually wants is to ask them where they're struggling and what their goals are. These are two questions that I recommend everyone ask their audience. Where are you stuck? In other words, what are your challenges? Where are you struggling? And what are your desires? In other words, what are you trying to get accomplished? And if you know where they're stuck and where they're trying to get, you now have the keys to unlock how to be the one that gets them unstuck into where they want to go. Now for fixing this, how do you take these three most common mistakes and reverse them so that we are no longer making these mistakes, but we're winning in our online business? This is what I tell my clients who pay me thousands of dollars to coach them on online business. It's these three steps: audience, offer, automation. Step one, know who you're talking to. Who is your audience? Know them inside and out. Build content that solves expensive, urgent problems for them with a direct and clear call to action that lands them on your list so that they're not just a consumer of your content, but a lead. And when it comes to defining your audience, get insanely clear. Don't just say, I talk to content creators. Say, I talk to first-time course creators who are trying to quit their job. See the difference? Content creators versus first-time course creators trying to quit their job. One very vague, could be talking to almost anybody. One very specific. Get incredibly, insanely clear on who your audience is and build content that directly targets them, helping them solve their problems with a direct and clear call to action. Number two, build a no-brainer offer. With this offer, you want to solve a painful, expensive problem that you know your audience feels and experiences at a deep level. Then sell the transformation, not the info. Let me tell you something. In the world of AI and in the world of ChatGPT and everything that is available, information is not enough anymore. It really never was, but it's certainly not enough now. What people need from course creators and content creators is transformation. They need a human being to walk them through the process of how to get the results that they want. And they need that in a way that they can't find anywhere else. If your offer can demonstrate that it does that, you're going to win every time. Number three, automate the path. Don't just drop a link in the description and hope for the best. Drop the link, tell them where to click, get them on your list, and then have a system that walks them through the exact process. Nurture them, take care of them, serve them at an even deeper level. Offer your product. Make sure to lay out the stakes of inaction, futurecast, price anchor, do all the things in an automated way. And by the way, if you need a system that can automate the entire process, I recommend Kajabi. It's an all-in-one online business software. LaneSebring.com/Kajabi gets you 30 days for free, plus a bunch of bonuses for me. You can go check it out. This three-step process is how I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, have a multiple six-figure online business with a very small YouTube channel and a relatively small email list. It's worked because it's been completely set on what actually gets results and not just what makes me feel good because I can point to a large Instagram following or YouTube channel. Now, if you want a shortcut to this entire process, I have a free guide that will help you. It's called my Super Simple Guide to Starting a Thriving Online Business. You can find it over at lanesebring.com/supersimple. It's a PDF. You can read it in about 30 minutes, and it will answer the questions that you probably have about how to turn this into a reality in your own life. And if this helped you in some way, be sure to hit the like button. My name's Lane. It's great to meet you. I love to help people escape the 9-to-5 by starting a thriving online business without building a large social media following. If you're into that kind of thing, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.